All right. Good day, everyone. So, we are today we are going to be making few designs, and I'll be redoing some designs already I have on my phone right here. So, um, the best way, the best way for you to learn on your own and learn very fast is to replicate a design. Understand? Because most times, upcoming designers, they try to figure out the whole thing on their own, like to try to make a design on their own. They try to bring the whole concept from their head, you understand? By so doing, since they're still amateur, they won't have very good concept, thereby making the design look so um it won't look professional and it won't look nice, you understand? So the best way to be able to design design properly, or learn faster, or learn concept faster, is by replicating already made designs. So we'll be doing that right now. So the first thing I will do is to bring in the design I want to replicate. That was I'm telling you, because this was how I grew on my own, because I learned design on my own, and I learned by replicating designs. Already I've dropped some sites on the WhatsApp group where you can get already made, like where you can source out for resources you'll be needing for a design. I get what I'm saying. So first off, what I'll do is I'm going to bring in the design with the plus icon up here, and I'll click on from gallery. It will take me to my gallery. I have the design I want to replicate in the download section of my mobile device. So I have it somewhere around here. I have a lot of images, because when I want to make designs, I look out for concepts, I download new concepts. So look at the design I want to be replicating here. Here's the design. Here's the design. So first off, what I do is to delete this new text, and you can see this in the layer aspect. If you have watched the review picture, you know where the layer icon is. Just click on the layer icon and press on delete, that of the new text. There is this delete icon. I already showed that on the review. So just delete the new text, so that you have a plain what's it called? You have a plain background there. So we'll be needing to give our background color. If you look here, okay, let's just go with white, and I showed you the icon where you can edit anything concerning background. That is the fourth icon on the downside. Click on it, you can see color. Click on color, also click on color that is up, and scroll to it till you see white. So I'll just select the white and press good. So that is it. So the next thing, if you look at this design I brought in here, this design is just, there's nothing much here, but why it's looking so beautiful is the principles that are being applied. Do you understand? There is enough spacing. Especially spacing is one thing that either makes a design very nice or mars it. You understand? Spacing here makes it looks very nice and able to be read. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look here, there is nothing much. The only good thing about this design is the color combination, the space, and how the spacing and the alignment. I get me. All these things here, all these things I'm saying right here, I dropped it on the document file. Is inside the document containing the principles to designs. So, all right. So the first thing I would like to do is to get this darker shade background they did here. What I will do is to do what I'll please press this plus icon, select shape. It's giving me a shape, so I'll just drag the shape so that I'll get how it is, not really how it is, but we're just trying to recreate or how it looks on the design that we have here. So if you notice, the default color we have here is white, but we want to give it a color that is looking maybe the same or alike or close to the color we have on the design we are replicating. I get what I'm saying. So what do I do? Scroll down, you see where you have fill color. So on this fill color aspect, if you check, we might not have exactly the color here on their color palette. Do you understand? What you do is to click the plus icon, it takes you to this color palette. Screw up, look up, you will see something like a drop. That is called a color picker. It's called a color picker. Click on the color picker. So what this color picker helps you do is to pick exactly the same color that is on a background. You understand? And so once you click on the color picker, it brings out every layer containing shapes. It brings out every layer containing shapes only. So you can pick color from any of the layers. You understand? So I'm going to click on the layer containing this picture that I brought in, and then I'm going to select part of the color that I think I'll be needing. So I'm just clicking. If you look up, anywhere you click, look up, the color will change up there. So I think I'll select this part of the color here and press good. So it will give me this part of color. I'll just press OK. So you can see the shade of color we have here. I think I love the shade of color very well. I'll just press good. Are you getting me? If you watch again and look at the background, you will notice something. You'll notice there is another faded background inside that shape we have. How do you achieve that? Look at how you achieve it. I don't know if this thing I'm teaching now is simple, but let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So I'll click on this, go to texture. Go to texture. So in texture area, you can just bring in image that you want to put under a shape. You understand? So I don't really have any picture in mind. So what I'll do, I'll just randomly go and take any picture that, okay, I think I'll be taking this one. Yes, I'll take this one right here, and I'll crop it. We don't have a complete square on that shape. It's kind of a rectangle. So look at there are default shapes under here. So I'll just go with the 16:9. Yeah, 16:9. Okay, I think I'll raise it up a bit. I'll just press OK. You see that it has taken up. What's it called? That's taken up the shape. But you notice that the color is not. It's covered the color. Look at how to manipulate that. Go to color again. Press enable. Okay, sorry. And again, anything you want to edit, please make sure you click on that object or on that layer before you edit, because you notice that I was trying to edit this one not knowing that I clicked on the other image. So any editing that I was trying to do was happening on the other image. So trying to edit this one, just click on it, click on color, enable color. You see that it enables the color that is covering. So we already have a color we have picked here, which is already your last four picked colors. It will save it for you. Pixel will save it for you. You have it on your color palette here. So what do? Just pick on that color, click on the plus sign. Just like I told you, the very down one here deals with the opacity. I said the first one deals with the tone. The second one, the one down, deals with the shade, and the down one here deals with the opacity, which deals with the visibility. So what do? I'll just reduce the opacity very small. I think I'll leave it at, if you look, there's a number that is written up there. I normally leave it at 245. So I'll just press OK. So you will notice that you are seeing the background that this thing small, very small, but these people's own are kind of pronounced. You understand? But I think I'll just leave it that way. So I think I have where I want my shape to be. I told you whenever you have a place, you've placed your shape, or you've placed any icon where you want it to permanently be. What do? Just lock it. So go to the layer area, look at my shape here, is the one down. I'll just lock it because I don't want to mistakenly move it again. So the next thing here is the you can see that the color up there is not purely white. It's another shape on its own. Okay, I think this thing should come up a bit. The shape here, I think it should come up a bit. So I'm using the position. Remember, we already reviewed that. I'm using the position to move it up. While it's being locked. So while it's being locked, I just clicked on it here. It brings out the edit function. Look at position. I clicked on position and raised it up a bit. So okay, and raise it up a bit. Okay, I think it's so. If you now notice, all right. There's the color at the back of the chart there is not purely white. So what we do, I think I'll just change the color of our background to that. So go to the section where you're editing your where you edit background. Go to color, add plus, use your color picker, click on that background click on the picture we are trying to recreate. Click on the background, so I give you the background color there. Click OK and OK. So we have that color there. You see, we have that color, exact color there. So the next thing to do is the text. Let's be adding text, or let's bring in a picture that will replace the gear here in our own design. So I have some I'll be using random pictures because we are learning. And then I also dropped a site where you can get pictures, although some of the pictures I have here are not, when you're graphic design resources, most of them that are very good are being sold. You understand? They are being sold. So the very ones, most of the ones I have here, they are not free. You understand? They are paid for. But I drop sites where you can get some free pictures. You understand? So the pictures I have here are already PNGs, in the sense that they are already transparent background. So I don't need to crop them again. So this lady I brought here will be replacing the gear on my design, on this design. So now if you notice, this lady is on top of this background, while in this picture here the gear is at the back of the background. What do? Yeah, remember I told you what to front and to back does, or you can actually manually move it at the back. Now I want this lady to be at the back of this background. What do? You hold here, just like I told you on the review app, and shift it at the back. So you can see that lady now is at the back of the background. I think the background is kind of up again. It's too up. Let me not background, sorry, the shape is, I think it's too up. Let me bring it down a bit. Yeah, I like it. So I've already set and again, try to be placing your images like the way it's being placed on whatever you're trying to recreate. And then when you're recreating, it's not like you're recreating the whole exact content there. The recreation is just to give you a concept, so that maybe you can use that same concept and do your personal designs. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what do you do here? You just since I like the way the gear is, and I don't think I want to move her again, I'll do what? I'll lock it. So the next thing here is the logo area. I might not be using the exact words they use here because I want to be fast at the same time. So I might just be using the pre-saved quotes here as my words, as my text. But already you know what to use when you are doing your own design. You understand? So we have Charity is Life Association as the logo here. So Charity is Life Association. So they say, okay, I believe you know where I how I added this text. So I can reduce it because mine is looking too big. And then so I'm going to change the text. I have a text that is looking like this. The name of this text is objectivity, and I love using it a lot. Objectivity. So I'm going to use select objectivity bold. Name of this font. So I'll reduce it. I'm manually reducing it. So also I'm going to space it out, line spacing. I don't like I don't like my stuff being too clustered. So it's okay. Okay, I'll use line space. How many is my line space? I'll be using 3. Yeah, 3 is okay. And again, when you're making design, you want your design to be in a straight line. Like the alignment, you need it to be straight. Look at how you monitor that. Look at how do you monitor that. Press your grid icon at the top there. Look at the setting here. Here is the settings for what? For the grid icon. So press on the setting. Well, while you have pressed on the setting, you can be able to move any of these strokes of the grid. So what do? I'll move this one here. What is this one going? This one that I'm moving here now. I'll drop it here. Why am I dropping it there? I want it to monitor all the text that I'm going to put, so that all the text I'm going to put here will be on this straight line. Are you getting me? So I'm just going to off this setting. So look at this line. This line is the one that is going to monitor all my text to be on a straight line. So charity is here. I'm going to give charity, and again color. I'm going to give charity this color, and if you look, that's the same color they gave it. Why? Because you don't want to use too much colors. Oh, well, in color combination, you use more of complementary colors, and complementary colors are colors that are what they are opposite to themselves on the color palette. I get me. There are colors that are opposite to themselves on the color palette, and when you are making your design, you don't want your color to be more than 2. If you look at the design we're replicating, we have only white. I don't even classify white as a color because it's something that must come into a design. You understand? You have only 2 colors that are being used apart from white. Even the brown was not used mostly. You understand? It was just the blue and the white. You understand? So that's what makes a good design to the colors that are being used. So I just gave it this. You have another logo up there, which is okay. I think just for okay, if you notice what I did, I told you guys you'll be seeing this. I just copied this text because that's the same font I'll be using, and I'm going to double tap to edit it. Is it always? What is there? Is it always or what? I wish yeah. Wish yeah. Alright, this is it. So you can see the text there is kind of bolder. I think I'll reduce this more again. So when you're just making your design, just try to add, like try to replicate what you're replicating. Just try to follow it up. Understand? By so doing, you get to learn things on your own. Understand? So you have reserve foundation. After now, I'll not be using the exact words there so that I can be faster. So I'm going to change the font to objectivity medium. So reduce it. You can see the one down there is kind of very small. So I'm trying to arrange it so it will be in straight line with what's it called, the charity association. Change the color to the same color we're using already. All right, I think we have something. I think we have something. Okay, okay, okay. Again, I think I want to move this picture to the right a bit so it will not be too close to the text. So remember I talked about spacing. So all right. So we are done with these ones. I think I can lock the text because I like the way where it is and I don't think I will be moving it again. So for the logo icon there, I'm just going to look for a Ramdon logo on my phone, of which when you want to make yours, of course you are going to be using your logo or the logo of whoever you're making the designs for. So I'm just going to circle it and good. So that's the logo I'm using right here. All right. The next thing is the caption here. So just like I told you, I won't be using. So the caption is in what is it called? In all capitals. Do you understand? And if you look at the caption, it is aligned to the left. The text I choose there is aligned at the center. So what do? Go to the text area while editing text. Move to you see align. Select your left alignment right here, and then you have it there. The color is to be white. Let's change the color to white. And we have the text. The font is a bold font. Let's go and use my objectivity bold for that. So you see we have something similar. So we have something right there that can serve. I always like this, giving a little space on my line spacing from 3.5 up. Understand, so that your design will look so neat. So we have another little text under it. Let's use this too. The color to white. And again, most times I use only two fonts on my designs. Now if you notice, I'm using only one font, which is objectivity. You understand? So using too many fonts are not advisable. The next thing is about us. In this about us area, let's say you're making a design for a business. In this about us area is where you can say what you do, like your services. Are you getting me? While in that first caption area is where you can like try to give a captivating caption to trigger people to buy from you. Let's say you sell what's it called? Now remember this line, you can see the line, that line I dropped last time, this line here is to guide us so that everything we're going to put in, and then if you want to zoom in, tap here. I already showed you how to zoom in. Use your two fingers to zoom in. So this line here is to guide us so that every write-up we're going to place is going to be in a straight line. So if to zoom out, just tap and click the numbers there to zoom out. Oh, so let's say you are what kind of brand? Okay. Okay, let's say you're operating a food business. This caption can go like uh let's give you let's say at Cherry's Kitchen, we provide you with assorted and very finger licking delicacies. Yes. All right. So next thing is the about us. I don't want my own to be so long. They have a lot of, and then when you're making designs, please try as much as possible to keep your content as small as possible, so that you don't have your designs being clustered. I advise my clients also when they're bringing content that please just make it very simple. You understand? Because in designs, I'm aligning it at the left. In designs, nobody is ready. Seriously, nobody is ready to read all those long stuff you're writing there. I get to me. So just keep it precise as possible so that it can easily pass the information at once, and whoever you're trying to target will get your information at once. So please remember, try to keep everything in a straight line. It gives your design this kind of senior and mature look. The next thing there is contact us. Contact us. Contact us. Contact us. Place it there too. I think I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. So I'll tell you what to do actually. Or or you must, or there are also unutilized space on these designs, you understand, that you can use instead of trying to cluster everything at one place. So the contact us, the next thing we have there is the phone number. I'm just going to put random phone number. All right, you can see our phone number. Just if you notice on this design, I've just been using one. Okay, on the phone number we have a different color. We're going to pick the color right there. Going to click on this. We're going to zoom in to the color we're picking. Although I have orange, I think let's just use the orange here. Let's not try picking and look at this orange or this one or this one or this one is brown or it's too dark. I think we should use this orange here. So okay, remember I'm changing the font to what's it called, to objectivity medium. I love objectivity, so I think most of you will be loving it after this class too. So the next thing is your social handles, but then we are running out of space. What will I do? I'm going to move all of this thing up. Then there is this thing I told you. Remember, there is this thing I told you about editing more than one layers at the same time, just by clicking this edit icon here. It gives you option. So what I will do is to select everything I want to move up. I want to move the number up. I want to move the contact details, our goal, our objectives, and this and this and this. Then including the background here, so I'm moving it up so that I can have enough space down. I think I'm good like this. Just if you don't understand anything I did in this video, just try to pay attention and watch it again. So okay, the next thing there is the contact details, our social media handles. There is a font here. I'm going to reduce this text, it's looking kind of too big. There's a font I have that has these icons already. It's a social media icon, font. So look at what to do. I'm just going to say, okay, I'm just going to say at the classes. What's this thing? At the classes studio, I reduce the font size to like 15, because there's something called hierarchy in design. When you're making design, it's called hierarchy. There are informations that must not be necessarily that big, and there are also information that need to be obvious. And you understand, social media doesn't need to be too obvious. Understand? Because it's the last thing the person is looking at in your design. It's going to be the last thing. The design or the concept or the information needs to capture the person first. If eventually whatever you're trying to give out captures the person must find a way to get the contact details. You understand? So your social media handle does not really need to be so obvious. Once, because you now do a design for somebody, but then they don't understand the concept and the psychology behind this. For example, my free class. Once you are captured, like, yes, I want to learn this, you must find a way to get the number. You understand? So that's how it's been done. So that's the psychology behind it. So so the font, just like I told you, there is a font. I just duplicated this the class so I can edit it. There's a font I have. F is for Facebook. C is for Instagram. T is for Twitter. Understand? So I just used padding. I told you what padding does. It gives it extra spaces. So at the font area, the font is called icon. I just click icon and the font pops up. That's the first one right here. So you can see I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can see my own. I'm putting them together. I don't want to. You space it like you write them 1 1 1 1 1, just like they did in that design. If their social media handles are different from each other, but my own is the same. So I just oh man, this thing is looking nice already. So we're almost writing up with this design, and you can see how fast it is. In 30 minutes we're almost done, because we are replicating something. That's the beauty of it. When I try to replicate something, you are faster in learning, and you end up making a very good design at last. So I'm advising everyone to try. So the next thing here is target. So what money are we targeting, or how much, or what's the price of the goods or the item we're trying to sell? So that your item cost might have to can come in at that area. So our target here, you can see, is at the right part of the design and having a left alignment. So target, let's say you're targeting 200k. Yes, 200k, 1,000 naira. Boom. So then the other number, I don't know what it is, but okay. Let's say it's account number. Where to pay in. So if you want to pay in that 200,000, please use my account number. Use my name. My name is Magnus Chukwemeka. My account number is 3099752069. The bank is First Bank Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'll be expecting the 200,000 naira at the end of this video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My good God will bless you in Jesus' name. So I'm just reducing it so I can contain the space there. Understand? And make sure it's in straight line with the other one. Please learn how to use this zoom. You'll be using it a lot. Okay, let me use the medium of the objectivity and not the objectivity. Let me reduce this. So I think we are good. We already have a nice design here. We already have something very nice here. So you can let me make this one invisible so you can be seeing only our design here. So we already have something very nice, something very nice. Do you understand? The last thing I will do is to align everything to be in the middle, especially the text under this shape. I'm going to align all the text there to be in the middle. So I'll just click here, select them. 1, 2. Make sure, be attentive to know the text that are there. I think that's all for the text that are there. So I'm just going to select the edit, select relative position, which is this. The one at the center here keeps it in the middle. So I'll just press that. I missed a text. I missed go big or go home. So I'll just click OK and undo so that everything will return. So let's reselect again. Let's reselect again. Let's reselect. If you notice, they go big or go home, they didn't move while others were moving. Edit relative position and this. So everything has moved to the center, giving them equal spaces at the edges. You understand? So we are good. We are good. We are good. You can use this line to measure if these other texts are in a straight line. I think they are. You can zoom in to properly check. To properly check. To properly check. To properly check. So, all right. So I think we are done with this design. Simple and nice. Next thing I'll do, I think I should bring this design down. This is my account number here. I think I should bring it down. Bring it down. Yeah. This space here, you can still use it for something else. Let's say let's use this space for something. Let's use this space for something. Okay, let's use it for a button. Let's use it for a button. And that first design already showed how you can make buttons with shapes. Let's use this for a button and say order now. You understand? Because sometimes you don't want your design to be so scanty. You don't want, it's not like so scanty, because I don't mean you should cluster your design. So you're using a button here. I'm going to duplicate this one right here. I don't want to start selecting text. Order now. Let's say order now. Change the color to dark because dark is what can go on orange. Okay, let's use it this way. Let's use it this way. All capital. Yes, this is pretty. So order now. Next thing, I can try to twist it a bit, make it more finer. This order now I can just, let me just look for something that is looking like an arrow. I think they have an arrow, default arrow here. Look at it here. So just try the settings. I don't know what I'm doing. Just end arrow size. Okay, we have an arrow here. I just made the arrow so small. I'm going to change the color all to white. I don't think it's looking nice. Is it? Let me do it. I don't like it. Okay, let's say order now. Okay, one more thing. Should we? I want to utilize this space here. I don't know what to write actually. But then, we are good. I think we are good. We are good. We are good. You can say, let's say 50% bonus on all orders. Yes, 50% off. You can see how I'm combining these two colors. Like, so color combination is another thing that plays a very important role in your designs to 50% bonus off. Sorry about that. On all others. So I think I'm done right here. Yes, this is nice and superb. All right. One more thing, I might choose to place something at the back of that background the guy is standing on. Something white, like a background that is white actually. Let's say a building. Yes, let me use this building. Let's say a building. That's how. So I'll just say here to back, it goes to the back. Bam. Then I'll go to opacity of that building and just reduce it so it doesn't become too pronounced. Reduce it to 30. I have 30 here. Okay, let me change the let me mirror it actually and see. Yeah, I think this one looks nicer this way. So this is awesome already. So I'm just going to lock it. I think I'm done. I'm done with this design right here. So what do? I already showed you how to save as a project. I already did that. Okay, let me still save it as a project, but I don't need the design on my phone actually. I will delete it afterwards. So go to save, say save as a project. Let's say what's the name of this project? Foundation. So you're saving it as a project so that you can come back to edit it again. After which, once you have verified every other thing, and please, I will advise you, once you are making your designs, try to be saving it as a project. Like once you make a design, you try to save it as a project before you give, you understand? Because you might end up losing everything and maybe you want to come back to it and the rest. So let's save as an image. Saving as an image, we're going to save it very high. So you save either save it very high or ultra. So our image is being saved right in our gallery. So I'm just going to go to my gallery to view how beautiful this thing looks like. Okay, it has not updated on my gallery. I'm just going to open my gallery again. So to view how beautiful it looks on my phone, on the phone. The one thing I like about it is that the resolution is always super big. Oh my god, this is very very nice. I hope you can see that. Hope you can see that. So you can see this design is very simple and at the same time it's very beautiful. Why? Because just few principles are impute. Your color should be in place. Two colors, a one that is of darker shade and a one that is of lighter shade, should be in place. Your text, if you notice, I only use one text, like one font objectivity in all this design. And it's looking super big. The only difference is that I use the lighter one and also the bold one. You understand? So these are things you should just note. Little things you should note, and you can start making good designs already. So we'll be making the second one, which will be the last design we'll be making for this class. So I'm just going to return to default and bring in that and bring it in. I think we should be faster this time. Okay, I saved it. Okay, this is it. This is the one we'll be replicating right here. Okay, what do? Just I need only this design. You can see I downloaded this design from Freepik. So that was what I did when I was learning. I download from most times I get my design concept from Freepik when I was learning. That was when I was learning. I can't even remember the last time I did that, like in some years now, like a year or two. I don't go to Freepik for concept again. Or I still go, but just very once in a while. It's not as as before. You understand? Before, like every time, every day I used to go there just to get concept. So what I normally do that, just get concept and replicate something from there, and then yeah. So this one here, I'm just going to crop in this. So if you notice, the size in here and the size I have on my layout, they are not the same. What do? Go to the section you have to use and edit your background. Go to image sizing. This size there is A5. It's actually A5, but I'm going to be using something that looks like A5, which is 3 by 4. That's how I just size my image. Put your 3 here, put your 4 here. Bam, it will resize your background. So you can see we have a background that is a size that is close to this. You can see it. Yes, you now have something closer to this. Remember, the first thing to do is to change the color of your background, and normally it's a white background. Bam. So you're good to go right here. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready. This design is very simple and it's very very simple, like very simple. So look at the first thing to do. You just make your observation. What can you see? You can see a logo. You can see the text, but you can see a picture that is used. There's a shape here, a purple shape. There's also another shape here, an orange shape. Then details in there. contact information, and your barcode, QR code there. So these are your observation. So I'll start with the image. I'll bring in a random image on my phone, just like I told you, but something looking closer to maybe a computer image, just like the one I used. Was it yesterday? It is a child, child. Yeah. So I'm going to use this image. Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet. So I'm going to section it in the middle. I told you what it does. This grid magnet does is to place it in the middle, just magnet it in the middle. So I'm sure it is in the middle right here. So I can use filter to enhance the look of this image. Sometimes you can just put in saturation. I just make my saturation 5. Most times I normally reduce the brightness and increase the contrast. Okay, the darkness, the brightness is, let me do it 5 minus 5. So you have a little an enhanced look of this image right here. So I think the image is where I want it to be. What do? I lock it up. So that we are done with that aspect. The next aspect here is the shape aspect, and we're bringing this into you can see this thing at the back now. Let's bring it to the front so that we know what we're doing. So the next shape here is this purple shape. Remember what you can do. Pick. Let's pick the color from what we have here. So let's pick purple. So I've picked it. If you notice there is this little effect on their own. And why? Because they reduce the opacity on the image, so you can now see the image on the back or from the back of the background. So okay, I reduce the opacity to 90 here. Reduce the opacity of the shape. So let me show you the effect. Look, you can see the image from the back. I understand. So what did they do? Just like I told you. Let me close this thing so you can be seeing what I'm. So just reduce the opacity to 90 so you can now see. That is because that's the what's it called? The effect they use. You understand? Sometimes it might not be necessary you do that. But I'm just, since we are replicating, I'm just trying to follow whatever they did. The next shape here is the orange shape. Orange shape. So we're almost done with this design, Just first of all, just like I told you, make your observations first and then carry on. So I think this orange is looking like the one there. So this is nice. This is awesome already. We are done with this design like this. What we just need to do is to put text. Just like I told you, and I'll keep saying it, replicating design is the best way of learning faster and making designs. So you have business management as the caption. Business manage. Okay. Um, remember my font. Objectivity. I love it so much. The love of my life. I love it and it loves me too. My line spacing. Remember, I love giving this line spacing. So next thing, sorry. Remember to lock. You can see I mistakenly moved this shape now while I have already placed it where I want to be. So I'm going to lock it so I don't move it again. I'm going to bring this thing to the front so that I can see what I'm doing. So the next thing there are some little captions under which I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just going to bring in my own here. Change the color to white. My objectivity font right there. So remember my line spacing. I think I'll be using 5 here. Yeah, okay, 6. That's okay. Okay, I think the text is much bigger. Let's find look for something much bigger. Much bigger, much bigger, much bigger. Let's use this. Yeah. So it will just replace the text there. Okay. So here you have business management. You can just say um um Chebalanso catering services. Catering services. You now write at our catering service we provide the best. Or am I just talking about food? Seems like I'm hungry. We provide the best catering services. We help you with the best equipment, catering resources. We serve your guests to the premium. We give them a premium and luxury service, and our foods are one of the best in Africa. So you can just write those things there. So after that, I think we have the next thing we have there is our services. Okay, it looks like this image is now lost. We can't see it anywhere in this space. What do? I'll just click on this image right here. Come to the image edit section. Go to my relative position. Click on the center one. Bam, 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 bam. Where is it? Okay, and just the center ones. It will appear at the center. So the next thing I'm writing is our services. Our services. Let me reduce this text so that my services can have somewhere to stay. Next thing is our services. This text I'm supposed to be locking them actually, because where they are is where I want them to be. Let me still reduce. Let me take this, reduce this, take it up. I think so that I'm trying to give my design space, like so that there will be enough space. Like the one thing that is very sweet about design is space, but you don't know. Most people don't know. They want when they are now putting, when they are now maybe when the client is trying to. Oh, okay, sorry. This line here, look, there's a line at the ends of the services. There's the line I normally use. I'm just going to duplicate one. Okay, I already duplicated that. So I use this underscore. There's a font I normally use that gives me what I want. The font, I think the name is Ethereum, maybe Ether something. I just type Ethernet. It gives me something that is very long, a white long. So I can just add it at the edges here. But I think this one is too tiny. Let me reduce the underscore there. Um, Alright. So okay, I think I have something. So I'm just going to copy it and place it at the other end. So we have something, we have something, we have something, we have something. So this same thing, you can see there's a line at the orange aspect, orange part of it. So this same thing is what I'm going to use and place at the orange section. All right. You're just devising means, you understand? On, and something about this app, like when people maybe see some works I did on this app, they'll be like, "Are you sure you use this app to make this design?" I tell them, "Of course." You understand? It's not that the app have most of the things that I do. You understand? You just try to devise means. You understand? What matters is the result. So anyway, you can use and achieve a particular thing. Just do it. Just do it because what matters at the end is your outcome, the outcome of your design. So we are going to put another text right here. I'm not afraid. No, what did I do? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So under our services, you can. There's this black color I normally use. Not just it's not purely black. It's at the end of the color palette in the Pixel Lab. So that's the color I normally use actually. So I want to be very fast. I want to be done with this video before 1 hour. So I'm going to be very fast. The one at the edge here, okay, everything is centered aligned. Okay, that's nice. So I'm just going to zoom in so that I'll place it properly. Remember my font, change the font to what I do. Yeah, nice. It's looking nice. Let me take it to 50. Okay, it's already past 15. 15 is like the lowest font size I normally use actually. So I'm just going to duplicate that and place it. Let me reduce this thing more. So here at this section, you can just be adding my line spacing 1 2 1 2. At this section, you can just be adding. Let's say I'm making design for a business. You can just be adding what's it called? The services you offer. Of course, what we have up there is our services. So you can just add in your services right there. So okay, I must not write that caption up there. I must not write the caption up there. I must not write the caption up there. Okay, logo. Let me look for another logo on my phone. I'm gonna use this. Use this. So I'm going to add it up there. I'm going to write your company. So I just hope you're following and you're getting whatever I'm saying. Left alignment. So this is looking so nice already. So contact information at the closest. The closest at gmail.com. www.theclasses.com. Let's do this. Let's reduce the text here to 15. So the next one says call now, and they put the number there. Call now plus 234 08160 give it my dark shade color. So the social media icon is up there. That's where they added it. So we have our FTC, which is so is arranged in vertical manner. FTC, that's I normally increase the paddling whenever it comes to what's it called? Whenever it comes to this icon, so that I will have space to move them. If not,